Welcome to the Stay Tuned podcast. My name is Anthony Canonico and I'll be your host. Welcome to this week's episode of the Stay Tuned podcast, everybody. This week I have a special guest, Troy from top5rapwebsite.com, and after that I'll be reviewing Dark Lane demo tapes by Drake. Hope you enjoy. All right, let's get started with this week's episode. I'm here with Troy of Top 5 Rap Website. You want to say hey?
Hey, what's up? Top 5 Rap Website. You already know what's going on. What's up, Anthony?
Not too much. You can hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly. How about me?
Yeah, you sound great.
All right, how you doing, man?
Not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, I'm just enjoying quarantine life as much as I can, you know?
Yeah, I think we're all in that boat right now. It's trying to make the most of this.
Yeah, I think they're phasing it out here in California. Yesterday we moved into phase 2, so they're opening some shops, you know, so we getting back to normal pretty soon. We'll see.
Yeah, I think we got the same going on here. I think they've been talking about starting phase 1 of reopening everything, I don't know, within the next week or two. So.
Okay, where are you at?
Yes, I'm up in Ontario, Canada. So.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully everything gets back to normal soon enough, though. I mean, I think I've made the most of my isolation so far, but I would prefer if it ended soon.
Right. Yeah, it's time to get back to normal life.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to take a minute to introduce yourself.
Yeah, so I'm not sure who your audience is. I think it's mostly Twitter, but you know, you see me on the timeline.
Yeah, Twitter.
Yes, sir. At Top 5 Rap Website. I'm on YouTube also at Top 5 Rap Website. Everything at Top 5 Rap Website. So yeah, it's just a little hip hop thing I do on the side, you know, outside of work. Always been into hip hop. You know, before I started this, you know, social media handle, I would just overload my personal Twitter timeline with music stuff. And you know, my personal friends, they're not all like music heads, like very few actually. You know, I can only imagine how annoying it is, you know, just seeing me tweet Spotify links. So why not just join a community, you know, under a hip hop alias? Anytime I feel like tweeting anything about music, I just switch over to Top 5 Rap Website, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. I did a pretty similar thing too. I think most of my followers probably got tired of me talking about music every, 10 minutes. So I, made the my branch of the Stay Tuned account, and then of course I hopped on with the owner of Stay Tuned to write articles and whatnot with him.
Yeah, dope.
Anyways, though, I'm pretty sure, I would assume the majority of our audience who comes from hip hop Twitter would know of Top 5 Rap Website. You're a pretty big name on there for the most part. So,
hey, am I?
I don't know. I think so. I knew of you before I really was a part of hip hop Twitter. So
yeah, I've been here for a while, but you know, some accounts they come like in a couple weeks. They have like all these thousands of followers. You know, when someone's hating on me, you know, the main thing they say is, you know, you don't get as much engagement. You know, but I've been in here for a while. I've been on Twitter for a while. I've seen a hip hop community grow. I've seen the ebbs and the flows, certain album releases, you know, dating all the way back to 2009. So yeah, I've been here for a while, but it's nice to hear you say it though.
Yeah, I know on your website you have the archives that go back to I think 2011 is the earliest I saw on there, but
yeah, I was young. I was junior high school. I was young.
Oh damn. Yeah. Cool. I mean, I guess we could probably talk about some of who are some of your favorite artists of all time.
Well, let's just stay hip hop focused. You know, Kendrick Lamar is one of my favorite. You know, he's been my favorite for since 2009 is when I found Kendrick Lamar EP. For sure, for him to remain my favorite artist for that long, that's pretty impressive. It doesn't even feel like that long when I think about it. But you know, every single Kendrick Lamar album, I've got it day one. I've gone to the record store, whether it be Best Buy, well, they don't sell CDs anymore, Target, and I've picked it up day one. So Kendrick Lamar's for sure my favorite. Nipsey, obviously I'm from the same city, same street. Crenshaw District is Nipsey. So he was a huge presence. always went to his shows. You always seen him at shows. Always seen him in the community.
Yeah, for sure. From what I heard, his community presence was pretty insane.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you get that with a lot of rappers, especially West Coast rappers. They seem to rep their city a lot. But yeah, Nipsey was pretty like prolific about developing the Crenshaw area, and really, I mean, he was really outspoken against so many things, especially, you know, like gun violence and gang violence, I guess, as a whole. So
yeah, facts.
Must be pretty like a unique perspective being from there. I mean, like being from like Toronto, like we have like Drake, of course, but I mean, he reps the city, but I don't know.
You know about Shad? You know
like
about you do know about Shad, the rapper Shad?
Yeah,
He's dope. The old Prince.
Yeah.
He has an album called TSOL that's really dope.
I don't know if I've heard that one actually.
If you watch Hip Hop Evolution on Netflix, he narrates it actually. He, you know,
really?
I saw him. I'm like, wow, Shad. All these years later.
Yeah, I had no clue. I've seen. I actually never finished that, but I watched the first bit of it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. He wears a beanie. You'll see Shad if you watch it. He wears a beanie.
Yeah. Yeah, you were talking about Kendrick there. It's weird. I find like my vinyl collection here. I think Kendrick's the only artist who I have like 4 or more records of.
See, I don't have any Kendrick.
I'm looking. Yeah. Oh, actually, I have 4. No, I only have 3 Drake ones. Never mind. Yeah, 4 Kendricks. That's the only one. He's. I mean, in terms of the, I don't even know if you can call him new school anymore.
Right.
But like his generation of rappers, he's got to be on top. I don't think there's much debate around that.
For sure. You know, also staying on
like he's legend.
Also staying on the same topic of my favorites. Just to round out a top 5. You know, since I'm top 5 rap website, Mozzie is really high on that list for me. Mozzie from the Bay. Well, he's from Sacramento actually, but you know, NorCal Bay. Damn. There's so many, but yeah, that's a solid top 3. I would also put, let's say, Little Sims. You know, put some diversity in there. Little Sims from the UK.
Little Sims is dope.
Very dope, and Big Crit, just because he doesn't get talked about enough.
What was the, you still there? Sorry,
I'm still here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I think there was a weird like fade on the mic there.
Okay.
Yeah, Little Sims just dropped. She just dropped an EP, didn't she? A couple weeks.
Yeah, she
ago.
just dropped something. I didn't listen to it yet, though. You know, I need to get to it though.
Me neither, to be honest. I haven't got around to it, but Gray Area was one of my favorite albums of 2019.
Yeah, facts.
So I'm definitely gonna get around
facts.
to it.
I rated that very highly. Shout out to Little Sims.
Yeah, no, she's there's not a lot of discussion around her either in terms of like females in hip hop. So I'm sure she'll get her flowers.
And especially coming out the UK, there's like this huge movement coming out of the UK. So you have guys like Skepta, you have guys like Wiley, you know, even Loyal Klarner, they're getting their shine. But you know, Little Sims, she doesn't really get her name out there. You know, even when the UK rappers are mentioning their favorites, you know, so I gotta throw her in my top 5. And then also my 5th was Big Crit, you know, just because, you know, he doesn't get talked about enough, I feel like.
Yeah, no, Big Crit, I find in the past few years I've started seeing his name a lot more, but I mean, overall, he's still criminally underrated. He's, I mean, legendary. I'd never even heard of him until like 2018. And then I realized how like diverse and deep his discography really was.
Right.
But I still don't even know if I've gotten around to all of it. I've listened to the majority.
Okay. As long as you've heard Crit was here, you've heard Return of Forever.
Yeah.
Those are the major ones. Those are the major ones. Those are my favorites, at least.
Yeah. No, those are great projects. I think I want to say it was in 2018, right? What the hell? Forever is
a Mighty Long Time. Yeah, the double album.
Yeah. That's what it's called. That was a good album.
Yeah, I bought that one on CD. I played that so many times. Mixed Messages. Oh my goodness.
And I got to get a bigger CD collection. I have more vinyls than I do CDs. It's kind of sad.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of CDs because I play those. My car is a 2016, so I still have a CD player. So I play my CDs often, very often. My vinyl collection is building. If you go on my YouTube Vinyl of the Week, I have a series. It's only like 30 episodes long, so that's about how many vinyls I have. I only have like 5 vinyls I haven't done yet. So
I think I actually watched the last one of that. I think it was
dope. Album. Yeah, thank you for that. My auntie actually gave that one to me, so shout out to my auntie. She put me on a lot of music growing up. Gucci Mane, The Game, Dipset. She used to smuggle me the mixtapes. You know, so she's still looking out for me all these years later.
Oh, those were the days back on like LimeWire and stuff, man, when I was growing up.
Oh yeah, I used to go to the swap meet, and they used to have little mini
Oh yeah.
CD shops, have all the bootleg CDs. I used to get the little bootleg mixtapes, all that.
You know, it's actually funny. I just bought a new car a couple weeks ago, and
Congrats.
the other day I was looking around. Yeah, thank you. The other day I was just playing around with it, and there was a CD in it from when I bought it because I bought it used, and it was some like mixtape from some guy. I don't even know his name, but it was just like this like 8-track mixtape, and it was actually kind of good. But I was like, I don't know if this guy, like, I don't know if it was the previous owner's tape and he just left it in the car.
You haven't been able to find anything like, on Genius?
No, I've been like trying, but I have no clue who this guy is.
Yeah, search some lyrics. If no lyrics comes up, try to Shazam it. It may be some real underground, gem you got.
Yeah, it's really weird. I'm gonna have to like post it online or something.
Yeah, upload it on YouTube. See what happens.
Yeah. What are your favorite albums been so far this year?
Yeah, it's funny you asked that. I actually have not ranked my favorite albums. I usually do that. If you go to top5rapwebsite.com, you'll see the end of year lists. I actually haven't started it, but I already know number 1 and number 2 are going to be A Written Testimony by Jay Electronica and Descendants of Cain by Ka. So that's 1 and 2 for sure.
Yeah. What's that other Ka record that's really good? Honor Killed the
Samurai.
Yeah, I actually haven't gotten around to this year's yet. I think he just dropped it this week.
Yeah, right? It actually dropped May 1st, but it dropped on streaming May 7th.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, I've been meaning to get to that, but I haven't been able to yet. I probably will today, actually.
Oh, yeah,
but Honor Killed the Samurai is great, so I'm excited.
It's a dense album. Same what you expect from Ka. Minimalistic beats, really dense, thick lyrics. I did a reaction video on it. I tried to break some stuff down on one listen, which is impossible to do with Ka. Guys like Rock Marcy, you just can't do it. But I tried.
No, yeah, you need 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Those are albums that like I'll listen to for like the 20th time, and I still pick up on things that I'm like, oh, what the hell?
Exactly. I kind of have to read along, like with the lyrics.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really know what my favorite album is this year. I mean, a lot of my favorite projects of the year so far have been like R&B centered.
Right.
Like I love The Weeknd's
album.
Janae Aiko dropped a super dope project. Even Circles by Mac Miller wasn't really a pure like hip hop. I mean, I don't know what I'm looking at there.
Yeah, I really like Kali Uchis. She had a EP, I think a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, I listened to that too.
I didn't listen to Circles. I don't know if I'm emotionally ready for that.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a tough listen.
Not
like it's just it's your typical Mac. I mean, I'm a huge Mac fan, but it's raw and it's very like personal and genuine, which is a little difficult to listen to, I guess now.
Yeah, posthumous albums, those are always tough for me. Nipsey's, I don't know if I'll listen to that one, at least not right away. It's just really tough,
Yeah, no, I feel that. Yeah, Written Testimonies, that was a super dope project, though. I mean, Jay Electronica has been in the game for almost before I was born, and he's just dropping his first album. So
well, he's been around, but the guy is he takes his time with everything. It's his first album, so I liked it though. A lot of people they held that against him though when they critique the album. They can't let go of the fact that it took him so long. They can't let go of the context around it. They're just stuck on that fact. When I listen to it, I'm glad I can just hear the music and I enjoy the music. Without the expectations.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, admittedly I've never checked much of his other like singles or any of that out, so I wasn't too affected by the huge weight. I think honestly he's on he's on Control with Big Sean and Kendrick, right? I think that's where I would know him from.
Yeah, he has the last verse.
Yeah, but really, I mean, A Written Testimony was like my biggest introduction to him. I hadn't heard much from him apart from a few songs and features, so I didn't really get that the like trying to come up with the word, but like the downside of waiting that long.
Right. And we waited, in hip hop, we wait so long for certain albums. Even Nipsey Hussle's first album, Victory Lap. If you go back on his mixtapes from like 2007, Victory came out in 2018. You go back to Nipsey's first and second mixtapes, he's talking about this album. We really waited that whole time for that album. Dr. Dre, he never released Detox, but he released Compton, which featured Anderson .Paak, I think 2016.
Yeah.
So if you haven't experienced it yet with an artist, you will, like the rest of us, feel the frustration of waiting for your favorite
Yeah,
artist. Jay Elect
it's
was never
unfortunate. A
like a
lot of my
favorite
favorite
for me though,
bands.
but I was definitely anticipating it.
Yeah, I'm gonna phase that out.
No, you got it though. But yeah, I think we were talking about our favorite albums of the year. So yeah, I'm glad you asked that question because now today I'm going to go on to rate your music. I'm going to do my rankings just to let everybody know where I'm at. But I did like Currency's Tonight Show. I did like,
Oh yeah, that was a good one actually. I forgot about that one.
yeah, I like Eternal Take by Uzi. That had some decent parts. I wouldn't call it my favorite. It's probably going to get bumped down as more albums come out. For sure, going to get bumped
Yeah, I
down.
think so too.
But I did enjoy it. Megan Thee Stallion, Sugar EP. Meg, if you're listening, I love you. Cash Doll, if you're listening, I love you. My biggest YouTube video is actually Megan Thee Stallion. I compiled her freestyles, and she actually used it as an end video on one of her vlogs on YouTube. So
Really?
so that's like the biggest video I've done. It has like 200,000 views. None of my videos have that many views. So
damn, I mean, congrats, man.
yeah, it just sticks out. So yeah, Megan, if you're watching, you know what it is. Respectfully, respect.
Yeah, no, those are some good picks though. I like that Meg album a lot actually. Yeah, I think what else is up there? I mean, you got all the big ones out of the way. I like
Griselda.
Yeah, the Griselda. Yeah,
the Lulu by Conway. Pray for Paris. I haven't listened to Pray for Paris yet. There's this person on my YouTube comments. They want me to review it so bad. I'm going to review it just for you. I haven't even listened to it yet. I'm going to review it. It's coming.
Pray for Paris is great.
Oh, you still there?
Oh yeah,
I can hear you. I can hear you. It faded out real quick. I was like, oh no.
Not again. No, Pray for Paris is dope though. That's one of my favorite albums of the year for sure. That's probably my favorite like all in out hip hop album, I think.
Okay, I have to listen to it, Everyone says great things.
Yeah. No, it's definitely worth a listen. I know I'm going to jump back a bit now. We were talking about the British rappers earlier. Did you ever listen to Psychodrama by Dave?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that album. That's like my album of the year last
year. Yeah. That was very high on my list last year. That was like right next to Little Sims. And Little Sims was like damn near number one, damn near. Psychodrama by Dave. He had the intro track. Oof, oh my gosh.
Yeah, the intro track is that album went hard. I like that.
Yeah.
I was actually supposed to see him this summer, but it was at a festival, and the festival got I don't know. It hasn't been canceled yet, but it's going to be, I think.
Yeah, it's not looking too good. What is it for the summer? For the July, August?
Yeah, August, yeah. So I think they officially postponed it, but I'm pretty sure they're planning on canceling it all right now.
Right. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed for you because I had a Lupe Fiasco show that got canceled in April. So.
Damn, Lupe would be dope.
Yeah, it was an FNL show. He was performing Food and Liquor. The whole album.
Oh wow!
Right, so.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Are there any upcoming albums you're looking forward to this year that have been announced? I don't really know what we got.
Oh yeah, okay. So Mozzie too. He just dropped an album, so I can't forget Mozzie when I'm talking about the albums that just came out that I like this year. So Mozzie would be a person who I would be waiting on, but he just dropped. So boom. Kendrick is not dropping. Everyone's waiting for Kendrick. Kendrick's not dropping, y'all. Like Top Dog doesn't care. He's gonna play with you. There's gonna be like 2 or 3 more drops before Kendrick. Just me knowing TDE, watching him over the years since 2009, like Top Dog, he's gonna starve you for the release. So I'm not even waiting for Kendrick. Currency, I'm always down for some new Currency. My artists that I really like, they drop, except Kendrick. So, I'm not really waiting on anything too much because Kendrick, Currency has already given us 2-3 projects. The Griselda has fed us really well. Ka. Only thing I can say I'm really waiting for is Metal Clergy, which is Ka and Rock Marcy.
Yeah. There's not a lot of, nothing really that's been announced that's really on my radar. Big Sean's dropping Detroit too, which I'm looking forward to. Detroit's one of my favorite mixtapes ever, so I'm hoping he can follow that up with something solid. Yeah,
Detroit's good, but Big Sean, I'm not really, people really give him a hard time, and I don't like it, but I'm also not really looking forward to it, because I'm not really a fan of his
Yeah,
most recent projects. You know, I really love his Finally
yeah,
Famous mixtapes, but I'm not really
yeah.
anticipating
No,
them.
I feel that. I've always been pretty big on Big Sean. I don't know what it is about him. I've always loved him. So I decided I love that
Mm-hmm.
album. What else? I know you're. I mean, I guess I don't know, but for the most part, it seems like you're pretty big into those. Your lyrical rappers. I don't want to say old school, but like that. I don't know, that like genuine hip hop sound. Is there any like new wave artists you think? I don't know that you're excited about.
New wave. So from what years forward? So
Let's say like blew up. I don't know, post 2016, 17.
oh yeah, Uzi Vert was always the most talented out of his
Yeah,
class. Like I saw that. Like I'm
yeah,
like he's obviously like going to last the longest. NBA YoungBoy is fucking fire. Like
yeah. Young
he's
Boy's
not
dope.
like the most. He doesn't do the best things in the media. I'm not saying I agree what he does. I'm not saying he makes smart
Yeah,
decisions.
yeah,
But music wise, AI YoungBoy too. That shit's fire. Kodak Black
yeah,
makes great music. Painting pictures. Project Baby 1 and 2. A lot of people have Kodak Black messed up and NBA YoungBoy messed up. They make really great music. Roddy Ricch is from my city. Not a huge fan of his music, but I'm
yeah.
always going to support what he does, you know, just because, you know, he's from the city. Um, Rucci, who's from Inglewood. AZ
Okay, yeah,
Chike. Yes, a lot of new wave artists. Nefta Pharaoh, who signed to E40, Sick With It Records. Um,
yeah,
Damn, A Boogie is fire. I love A Boogie's music. Don Q.
yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody's cool.
I
Yeah,
mess with the new school too. You know. I'm still young too, man. Like I'm not like I'm an
yeah.
OG. I'm an
Oh
OG
yeah,
to my young guys, you know. But I'm not 30, you know.
yeah. No, I feel you there. I mean, no, there's definitely a lot of talent coming up. I think I don't know, a lot of like the bigger artists nowadays, like the big SoundCloud guys. I'm not a huge fan of, but there's a lot of like underground talent that I fuck with a lot.
Who you like that's new with that same criteria from like 2014, 2016 on?
I mean, Uzi
Mm-hmm.
for sure. I love Uzi. I've always been a big fan of his. I mean, YBN Cordae is pretty dope. Young Boy for sure. Who else we got? I mean, Code of the Friend, I guess, has just hit the scene recently. I love him. His music's
Okay, I
super
never heard
chill.
of him. Code of the Friend.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of discussion about him recently. I think he's dropping an album. I think it's next week, actually, May 17th, if that's a Friday.
Okay. When that drops, send that to me. Send me
Um,
that when that drop.
yeah, for sure. Nah, he's pretty dope. He's got it's really mellow music. He's dope. There's a few local guys, I mean, from up here, Toronto. There's this guy, Houdini, who's pretty dope. You got, I mean, in terms of the trap scene, you got like HB Dimes is pretty cool.
Give him love. Give him some love.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of talent going around. I think you just gotta search for it a little bit. I mean, last week I did an interview with Lil Brick. He's a
Yeah, I
dope
see Lil
rapper.
Brick on Twitter. Shout out to Lil Brick. Funny guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. What else? I mean, yeah, no, there's a lot of talent out there if you know where to look. So
Yeah. I love the new school though. I love the new school, the old school. I feel like my
yeah,
time
for
was
sure.
Kendrick, J. Cole. That's when I came to age. Like that was like when I was like
Yeah, for
coming
sure.
up, you know, just enter high school. High school, that's when Kendrick, you know, junior high school, really in high school. Kendrick, J. Cole, Lupe, that kind of like time period. Like
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Wiz,
when I grew up.
Currency, so many great acts. Big Crit.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
really a golden era. We're gonna look back at like 09 to 2012 as a golden era.
Oh,
Drake.
for sure. That was. Yeah, I mean, Drake really was hitting the scene then. Wayne gave us a few great albums around then. I mean, Carter 3 was what, 2009?
Yeah, it was 08,
09?
but you know, I've never been a fan of Wayne, so
Oh, yeah.
I felt kind of weird putting Drake in there too, but he is one of my most played artists. But I have a lot of critiques for him, but I can't front like he's not on my last FM in the top 10. Like he's in like he's like number 6 or 5.
Yeah. No, I mean, that generation gave us so many good albums. I mean, just off the top, like Good Kid, Mad City, even Take Care, Watch the Throne, even Wale around that time, like Ambition, you know, MBDTF was 2010, Mac Miller Kids, Friday Night Lights.
Madlib had his medicine show, 09, 010. Yeah. He was doing an album every month. New theme, like going crazy. Knowledge, so many great producers too. And even from my city, I always got to talk about my city because West Coast, man, we got to we got to get our West Coast hip hop knowledge up. It's just not there in the hip hop media, But
Yeah, no, nowadays I find the West Coast is slept on a
very,
lot.
very. But 09, 010, we talk about guys like DJ Mustard, Terrace Martin. The Alchemist had his second wind.
Yep.
Yeah, I love LA. I love LA music.
No, I don't blame you. I'm the same way with Toronto. I think when I made my like top 15 of the year and posted it for StayTuned, I think there was like 5 Toronto artists on there.
Yeah, it's important to be tapped in and to rep where you from, because like the artists from your city need that. Like they need it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, those are the building blocks. You start off with that local audience and then build out from there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Do you get a chance to listen to any of the projects from this week? Not that there's any huge ones, I guess.
Yeah, I did this week, meaning Kalani. I haven't listened to her. The last.
Nav dropped.
Yeah, I haven't listened.
I guess
no, I'm not gonna listen to Nav. No.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I listened to the first few tracks. And yeah,
no, I'm just kidding though. Nav, I've reviewed his projects. If you go to Top 5 Rap website, I've reviewed some of his projects, and I do listen to them eventually. But it's an ongoing joke. I do like Nav's beats though. He makes good beats.
Yeah, he's got some. No, Nav's he gets a lot of hate on Twitter, but I mean he's not all that bad. His self-titled project.
And that's the one I reviewed. And I spell out what I like and what I don't like. But what I like about Nav is he doesn't let the criticism get to him. Even though he gets clowned on so much, sure. Like every interview, he's like, well, fuck it. Like, this is me, like, and this is what I'm doing. So shout out to Nav, man.
Yeah, for sure. He's so loved within like the hip hop community though. It's so weird. Like every artist, like rapper that speaks about him speaks so highly about him. But then like the hip hop like community, like hip hop Twitter especially, is so like hard on him.
Right, because they're not aware of his contributions. And even I'm not fully aware. I just know he contributes a lot to Drake and a lot to The Weeknd, especially on the production side.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. So, I mean, he's got
Uzi Vert always appears with him. I think they have a whole mixtape together, Nav and Uzi Vert. So,
Yeah. Man, how long have we been on here? About 25 minutes.
But yeah, I think the last 2 new projects I listened to were the Ka and then the Dark Lane demo tapes. I go back and listen to old albums a lot. Like I play my CDs a lot. So.
Yeah, I got to get around to that Ka. Did you like Dark Lane demo tapes? I saw you reviewed it. I think I looked at it. I think you gave it like 3 stars on Twitter, but I didn't remember what you gave it, the full rating there. But
I gave Dark Lane demo tapes 3 out of 5 stars. I thought it was good, but it doesn't. For me, I look at artists when I rank artists, when I look at artists, critique artists, I'm mainly looking at their discography. So this is not a bad album, Dark Lane demo tapes, but it's not necessarily something that's going to stand out, nor is it meant, or is it created, to stand out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, no, for what it is, I think it's a pretty good album, or project. I guess it's a tape, but yeah, no, in terms of an album, it's not the world's greatest thing, but for like a collection of throwaways, I was pretty happy with it, especially being a Drake fan. It's
I think when the artist has to come out and say, hey, like this is a collection of Lucy's, like don't take this seriously, I think that's an issue, when an artist has to say that.
I agree for sure.
But I won't get into Young Money hate hour, I won't do that.
Yeah, no, it's just like it immediately lowers your expectations, and it's kind of the artist admitting, like, this isn't.
You said it a lot better than I. You just said it a lot better than I.
I mean, to play devil's advocate, though, I mean, I get it from Drake's perspective too. I mean, a lot of the songs were like leaking online, and he might as well get some money in his pocket from it.
Yep.
Drop it, get the music back in his control.
Exactly.
A little bit.
Make some money off Tootsie Slide, which had millions of streams. Other songs which had millions. Like, why not?
Yeah, I mean, even like Chicago Freestyle, I was listening to that song a lot on like SoundCloud, so I was like, I get why you might want to throw it on a tape and just get.
I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at the project. I think it was a generally positive review. If you look at the reaction, like I was bobbing my head, I was smiling, But it is what it is. Like just because he came out and said this is a throwaway project, basically, doesn't mean I'm not still going to give it the same level of critique I give everything else. Like I'm gonna still go in where I need to go in.
For sure. No, that's fair. That makes a lot of sense. Let's see. Anything else you wanted to talk about? I think we got a lot of content here so far,
Nah,
but
man. Yeah, thank you for the shine. All the listeners, if you haven't already followed me, twitter.com at top five rap website. Oh, I just created an Instagram too. So uh, Instagram is mostly picture and video content. So I never really got on that. I'm really into writing, and
yeah,
my website over the past couple
yeah.
of years has transformed into video content just because that's where the viewers are. So I did create the video. I did create the Instagram to post the YouTube videos on there. So follow me. Everything is at Top Five
Oh, for
Rap
sure.
website. So see me on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone send them a follow and be sure to check out it's
Yes, sir.
top5rapwebsite.com too.
Yes, sir. And that's the homepage. So if anything goes wrong with one of these social media pages, you could always see me top5rapwebsite.com. Period.
Perfect. Well, thanks a lot for being with
All
me
right,
today.
Brody. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it.
All
Have
right,
a good rest of your day.
peace.
Take care.